All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into this, man. A pastor that was a victim of the TCM program. Let's just listen. Like and share the video. Big up your Rattigan, make sure you all go over to One Jamaica Legal Defense Foundation on YouTube and subscribe to the page. Click the notification bell and click all. Let's get into it.
All right. So let's go now to the day that you were detained by ICE. You acquired legal status, and people don't hear me. This man is not an illegal alien. The man acquired legal status in the United States. And one day, I think it was in January, some things. Yes. Talk to us about what happened that day in January.
I was at my house, and my daughter asked me to get something at the store. And I didn't normally, I do my TikTok early in the morning. And finished doing my TikTok, and she said, Dad, can I get something from me? I said, okay, let me go and come back to do my Facebook. Because I do TikTok, I spend like 8 hours every morning doing TikTok and Facebook, sometimes more throughout the day until I go to my office, me and my wife's office. Lo and behold, I get up that morning and I did my TikTok. I was about to do Facebook. I muted for a minute and I have my phone charged. I have my phone, and then I went back and I said, let me get my phone and drive on the phone. And as I was leaving out, my daughter called me. A matter of fact, me and my first daughter was on the phone. She's 42 now. And while I was talking, I seen somebody next door at my house. And they called to me and I said hi to them. So my son moved his car. So I go in my truck and I drove out. While I drove out in the parking lot, in the church, is a Catholic church right there. So I was in the Catholic Foundation driving through to go on the main. There I see some car pull up on me. And I stopped immediately because you can't drive too fast in that community. So I was driving like 15. And then I stopped immediately and I said, what's the problem? They said, this is ICE. I said, ICE? What's going on? He said, are you Mr. Junior Alves? I said, yes, I'm Mr. Alves. You shouldn't be here and such and such. And I said, but my paper, I went to court and I gone through my procedure, I won my case, and I'm a free man. I've been going to them every year with no problem. And they tell me that everything is good. You don't have to worry about nothing. All and right. I follow up that lead and I never change from that lead. And they say, you got to go with me. I say, can I make a call? And immediately they say, no, they say, let's turn off the vehicle. I do everything what they said because I know I was in the wrong. I've never taken, I've get a charge, been living clean. So, I go with them. Here I am today.
Okay. So you.
Wow. Jamaica, this one is a pastor. Man of God, at least from what I gather. And could this be a situation where there was, I don't know, wrong info on the part of the TCA? And if indeed this case is what it sounds like, what does that mean for other persons? You see where I'm going with this? This could be a serious legal issue. And I don't know what it would mean for persons, countries that are in the transfer with the United States, how it would play against them legally in the future. Because it's not every day about going back and drop. So I want to use this as a caution note for the government of Jamaica. I hope that they have listened to this from Mr. Rattigan. I'm sure he's probably contacting them about such things. This is a red flag. If what the gentleman is saying is true. Let's continue.
You went with them and then they took you to a facility and then they moved you around several facilities.
I went to Miramar 1st, and then after Miramar, they took me to Alcatraz, and I spent 42 days at Alcatraz. Leave from Alcatraz, went to Chrome.
What can go
June, there was a fire. Leave from Alcatraz, went to Chrome. And I be at Chrome, and then there was June, there was a fire around Alcatraz, Chrome. So while I was there, they take all the older folks out of there and put us over FTC because of safety reason. And then while it was a safety, because of safety reason was there, then they bring me back to Chrome in about about July 2, 3. However, I came back to Chrome. Then next thing I know, they didn't let me stay there. I was in the cuff. They feed us there, and then they took me to Louisiana. And from Louisiana, I asked a question from one of the ICE officers before I came in. He said, "You're going to a African country." I said, "African country? I am not guilty of nothing. You can call my PO." And from there, here I am at a place where I'm not familiarized with up to this day, but I still have to pursue to press on.
Before you boarded the aircraft, did they tell you were going? Did they tell you where you were going besides an African country?
One officer says some funny name, but I said I don't know nothing about that name. And even everybody who is from Africa didn't know nothing about that name. So the next morning, they take us in a plane. And before we go in the plane, we said we wasn't leaving because we were not guilty to go to an African country. And so, here I am to this day.
All right. So you got on board the aircraft. It flew for hours and hours, and you're still wondering where the hell am I?
19 hours.
19 hours. You're still figuring out where am I going. 19 hours non-stop?
It stopped one time to change the pilot.
Oh, to change pilot.
Right, that's it.
Okay. And then 19 hours after you took off, you landed in this place.
Yes, sir.
What was your first reaction when they landed and you got out of the aircraft?
First, I see someone with gun and all of this thing, and me see a line of man, soldiers. I say, hold on. What's going on? Everybody said they're not coming out. So they say, you must come out.
Oh, you say you're not coming out of the plane and they say you must come out?
Yes, or else. It's going to go by force. So I followed the lead of them, and I was the last one to walk out. And as I've begun to come to the door, I said, I'm not going. And, it's like, they said, you must go. So I didn't want to rough me up anyway. So I followed the lead, and I stepped down the step, and I said, I'm a pastor. I've done nothing wrong to be in this position that I'm in. Please, I needed to talk to Chief ICE officer, because there's an ICE officer on the plane. And he said, right now I can't do nothing. So after that, the guys that was in the army clothes with guns come and put us in a van. All 11 of us in a van, and then here we are.
11 of you on the same aircraft?
No, it was 2 different aircraft.
Okay. And they landed just about the same time? They took off the same time, landed the same time?
No, one land before the other. The first one, about an hour, I was about half an hour before we come.
And then they waited for you? All right.
Yeah, then we go in a truck, and here we are now.
So they put you in a truck, and then...
Like a prisoner.
Right. And they took you now to this place where you are right now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. When you got there, tell us about the procedure. Did you have to sign in? Did they have to take a photograph? Did they do your biometrics? Or they just said, here's your room?
Here's your room. Oh, you know it, man. They know it already. They carry it. They say, all right, 5 of you go to this room. No, 8 of you go to this room. And 3 of you go to this room. And 1 of you go to that room. So that's how we spread.
All right. Now, this place, to be sure, it's not the maximum security prison. It's
no, sir, not like that. Not like that.
Jail that's attached to the maximum security prison.
Yes, the prison is on the other side.
Right. And so, tell us about your movements in this place. You can move around. You can. What can you do in this place?
All right. In this place, the first thing, the following day they come and they take pictures and everything. But what happened here is, it's a different environment. Africa itself, right here that we are. The feeding and everything we find that we could go outside, so they allow us to walk around in the yard.
Is it fenced? Is it fenced?
It's a wall around.
Okay,
around.
so you can't just walk off as you feel like. And
no.
Okay.
So it's a big gate like prison gate, but it's not like a maximum, not like that. But what we did, if we need to go to the store and you come in the morning, they would say, okay, we can take you to the store if you want nothing, and we can carry you to get something to eat if you have money. And the food that we get here is not what we expected, because the food, the presentation that was given to us, we get a blanket, we get 3 blankets, 2 little one with a thick one for keep us, we make the bed and a sheet, and a little baby rag, and a soap for beard, and toothpaste and toothbrush. That was it. No change of clothes, nothing for up till now.
So the clothes you're wearing now, you had that on a week ago when they transported you?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So, and you said the food is not what you expected. What are they feeding?
Because I tell them I'm diabetic, and it's like, they don't care what you say. You have to go with the flow with what they tell you. You know what they give you? They say this is what we serve.
So, ladies and gentlemen, based off what I heard again, another red flag there potentially for lawsuit where the TCMB is concerned. The way how Jamaica mentioned it, we're gonna have these places for these people to stay. They're gonna be fed. They're going to be able to move around. They're not prisoners. I'm just comparing what this man is talking about his experience. Albeit another country, but still the PCM. Mark that down again, ladies and gentlemen. Footnote: the actual care, the food, the treatment. Let's continue. Oh, and by the way, the fact that he's in a facility and not moving around as he wish, as he would want to. Alright? Let's just, hey, wow.
You know, so they serve next door, which is a prison, and the same food what they give to the prisoner, they carry and give to us. Like you get a quarter loaf of bread, like you buy a quarter loaf of bread with a tea bag, and then they have sugar there, and you have to get a coffee drink out.
And that's your breakfast?
Yes, sir.
A quarter loaf of bread and some tea.
A tea bag.
A tea bag. And how about lunch?
Well, all right. When it comes to lunch, now you may get rice. It comes out of the bucket with them carry the bucket of rice come in a bucket with rice, and then they have something with gravy. Them called gravy. I mean, I understand that. So I make them something. So you know what? Then in the evening, now them give breakfast 8 o'clock. Then them give lunch 11 o'clock. When we say rice and gravy, we say no, sir, I can't eat that. So them say you don't have money, you don't have a store. So we say yes, I go to the store. So I went to the store. Some of the guys them did have cash. I mean, they were like a change in the fund. I just go there with them and we just purchase what we can purchase. And we try to survive our fight. Because they make you walk out with them because it's a camp. It's a all-in-one camp. So you can't go away so easily. So lo and behold, we go with them and come back. And
what you get for dinner? About dinner. You tell me about breakfast and lunch. What you get for dinner? You see him rice with gravy, some
right. Now the next one. The third part is rice with bean.
Rice with bean.
But no, you say for one medication, it's like a process to go through to get those things. And what I'm expecting now when America give them and bless them, you know, based on what I've been going on, I think we'll get a better treatment. And they told us that we was going to get the room in and everything to go in. But all of what we have received from them in words, it was reversible. Not the same as how they said it. And they allow you to have your phone and everything. And I'm telling you, but thank God, the phone was a great access to really can get to hear your family and can cry to them and let them know what you're going and what they're going through, and them crying to you too. It's like a heartbreaking, but you have to just mean as a man and know the position that you're in is not for long, but it's just, I think it's because of what go on, the mistake why they pick me up and etc. etc. You know.
Right.
So here I am still looking forward to reside with my family once again.
Speaking about your family, let me bring them on.
Yes, sir.
Here they are. His lovely wife Joan and his two of his children.
Wow, I'm at a loss of words, bro. At least you can keep your phone. Wow, man. This man got grown a daughter that's 40, so this is a big man, bro. Wow.
Welcome to Come Read with Rattigan.
Hello.
How are you? Are you holding up? Are you
Hi,
twins?
how are you?
Welcome to the Pepsi Football.
Rattigan not sleep with my twin. No, Rattigan, we're not twins.
Hello.
How are you? Are you holding up? Are you twins?
Hi, how are you?
Twins? Are you guys twins?
We're hanging in there.
Yeah. Are you guys twins?
No.
They look like twins.
No.
Yeah.
All three of them resemble 3 girls.
Yeah. Before, there's a delay. Joan, there's a delay on your side.
there is a delay, but yeah, yo, man, this brother, it's a good thing he got, you know, it's a good thing that he has. He's a man of God. This just reminds me of the story of the Lions. This man is in the Lions, ladies and gentlemen. Wow.
All right, good.
Yes.
You two look so alike. The resemblance is striking.
That's what happens when you have the same father and mother.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Happy to see the smiles on your face, but that's your mom in the back. You know,
Smiles on your face, but that's your.
That is funny, honey. That's funny. Oh my God, that is funny.
Hey, man, y'all, you gotta know lingo, bro. Yo, you gotta know communication. She's like, well, yeah, we got the same mom and dad, sir. We are supposed to look alike. Hey, Rattigan, hey man, we already know. That was funny, man. I caught that. She's like, well, yeah, we are sisters. We got the same mom and dad. There's gonna be some resemblance. We in a jacket. That's funny. That is funny. I ain't gonna cap. That's funny as hell, man.
That's what happens when you have the same father and mother.
yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Happy to see the smiles on your face, but that's your mom in the back. She,
Smiles on your face, but that's your.
as expected, mommy
As
not
expected, mommy, not expected, mommy.
Yeah, we're getting a feedback. Okay, all right, good. Pastor Alves, before I go to your family, how many Jamaicans are in the same place you are right now?
There's 3 of us right at this present time. 2 is sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Okay.
3 of us.
Did you know them before?
No, sir.
Okay,
First time.
all right. Because you know that there was a Jamaican there about 6 months or so ago.
Yes. However, I think I spoke to the guy that one of this Cuban that was here for 11 months allowed me to know that he was here, and that's how we get familiarized. And he tell me about what happened with him.
Okay, I'll tell you, you forgot wake up the 2 man and we asleep because I want to talk to them. If it's possible, you can get them. Yeah, man, go wake them up. I'm talk to your family. Yeah.
All
right. Let's go on.
Yes, sir.
Lovely family. I know it. I was gonna say I know it must be, but not must be. I know it is hard for you. Very, very difficult time. I don't want to speak for you. Why don't you go ahead and talk to us about what is this, the effect that your husband's detention, the impact it's having on your family?
Well, it's an emotional battle every day for me and the kids, just worrying about him, the condition where he's at, the food that he's eating, and knowing that he's not receiving his medication because he is diabetic. I mean, it's really rough. A lot of sleepless nights thinking about and worrying about him, and also worrying about when he's going to be coming home.
When it happened, what were your first thoughts? Let me rephrase. Did he call you when he was stopped to say, "Hey, listen, some people, they stopped me and I don't know where they're taking me"? How did you find out that he was in detention?
Me.
How are you?
He called me.
In detention? When
I was his first phone call.
Yeah.
I was
South Africa?
No, the very first time.
Oh, okay.
He called. I seen a weird number. It was on a Sunday. I will never forget. And I was by the laundry room, and I'm like, "Hello." He goes, "Hello." I was like, "Dad, where are you? You've been gone for a long time. You're only supposed to go down the street." That was the last person he said. Like, he hugged me and said goodbye. Walked out the door, And he goes, "Brianna, I'm in Miramar. They have me at the detention center. ICE got me." And I was just like, "What?" I hurried up and I stopped everything. I literally dropped everything. And I called my mom. Sorry.
No worries.
Okay. So I called my mom and I told her, I was like, "Mom, they got Dad." And then she was like, "What do you mean they got Dad?" And I haven't seen him since. So it was just like a whirlwind. After that, it was just done.
At the time, I was in the hospital with my mom, She was there for 4 days in the hospital, and she called me, and I had to run inside the bathroom so she wouldn't hear what happened. And she told me, and it's like I was just frantic. I didn't know what to do.
Well, that's when my grandma was alive. My grandma passed away a few months ago. So like,
Yeah, like a few weeks after she passed away.
yeah.
You know, it's been hard.
So from one trauma to the next, imagining, oh man, bro, this is tough.
2026 has been a hard year for our family.
Yeah, it's my understanding that you had some medical issues. Plus, your mom died while all of this was going on.
Exactly.
Right. And it's also my understanding that there is a certain degree of hardship with the family because your husband, he was the breadwinner, he was doing everything necessary for his family.
Yeah.
Now he's gone, and there is no real help there, and that there are some challenges. One of you, let me hear from your other sister. What's your name, young lady?
Chelsea.
Chelsea. And I spoke to the
Yeah, bring on him.
all right, good. Chelsea, your thoughts about this whole thing?
Where to begin? It's like a nightmare, and it's like you just like life doesn't stop, you know. Bills keep coming, and it's like you can't really catch a break in a sense. And then to last week, you know, we were originally we were thinking that he was being transferred to a facility back down here before he got connected over there. And to hear, I was at work, matter of fact, when they texted me and told me what was going on, and I was at work. I couldn't get up with what I was doing, so I had to like look at my phone and continue to work through it. I couldn't even shed a tear. I had to like, you know, just breathe and just hold it in. Then I was able to get a little break, and I called my mom like, "Mom, what do you mean?" You know, she told me, and I just hung up the phone, and I had to just like breathe through it, and keep going. It's like you're. It's like yes, he wasn't here with us because they picked him up. And that's a very stressful part. But the stressful part now is like knowing where he is and there's really nothing you can do, you know? And it's like people don't really understand. Like it's one thing to like have your father in an area where you cannot see him, and it's another thing to know now he's in a whole nother country. You know, so it's like where he is,
He's not even like a country that's like 2-3 hours away.
he's over the other side of the world.
And it's not like you could just send him stuff, or like, you know what I'm saying? Like I can't hop on a flight to go to Africa.
Yeah.
It's like
It's very hard. Then to know on top of that, like he's not young, he's an older man. So yes, he's standing strong in God, but as your body gets older, more complications can happen, and there's no medical treatment there. His prescriptions they're all expired, you know. So it's like all of that is going on, and you can't do nothing, you know, instead of just praying and fast, you know. And even with that, it's just like you know, you're not supposed to question God, but I've been questioning God in my faith, like, what is it, you know? So it's very, very hard, you know. So yeah, it's really.
How about the
Man, hey y'all pray for this and all the other things. You know what I mean? Because this TCM thing, when you hear these types of stories now, you gotta think like, how many stories are there? How many situations are similar to this one? It doesn't have to be the exact same, but like somebody that this man is a pastor for crying out loud. So what happened? What? And when you hear Will Rattigan, put respect behind his name in terms of him being a clean person, not somebody that is involved in anything in the past. This is devastating to this family. And I'm sorry that she's questioning God. And that's what I'm saying. Like, pray for her. Pray for the family. You know what I mean? But that man is a tower of strength because I don't think he's questioning God. I I feel strength in his faith in God. I don't feel like he's questioning God. If I was in his situation, man, I want that same strength. You know, he was very calm, you know what I'm saying? He made light of really tough situation. And it's sad to see, you know, the young ladies. Well, I can't say they're young ladies because I'm not older than them. But his daughters, you know, it's very sad because I mean, you guys can hear it, you guys can see it. The other sister, she's torn up. The one that just spoke a while ago, Chelsea, she's dealing with the anger part of the situation, and that's why it's like, yo, she's questioning God because she's angry. She wants to be able to do something, and the other daughter, she's just broken. Like she just wants to help her dad. It's so far away. You know what I'm saying? Again, I want to implore the government of Jamaica, remove yourself from this TCM deal, bro. Y'all need to remove yourselves from this TCM deal. Remove yourselves from this, man. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to all right? I choose it.